Hello. Ooh. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. I thought I'd switched up a little bit tonight with the thumbnail, putting myself right front and center. Well, as it usually is, but I switched my face out and making use of this fantastic art. It's for the Ravenous Tyrannosaurus card, and I use it as my favorite sleeve in the game. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a good week. If perhaps you didn't, you're gonna have a good time here. You're gonna sit back, relax. Maybe I'll put you to sleep. Maybe you're asleep already. It is 10 p.m. my time, and I could understand many of you passing out, but I'll continue to do the other thumbnails, finding movies and scenes and memes and putting my image right in there, face swapping it and everything. Excuse me, I still... Oh, Vlad, I gotta adjust this. One second. Okay. Yeah, seems pretty good. The list, as always, in the description, the link tree, all that good stuff, the Discord, if you like Discord. Well. There is that as well, and the primer too. And okay, tonight it is Friday. Perhaps after I'm done streaming, I'll do a mini primer. Go over as many things as I can possibly think of, and possibly it will become a 2-hour primer again. Of course it could. I could talk on and on about every little thing, but we want to get right into the action. However, if you happen to be new, this is Magic Gathering Dinosaurs on Arena in Explorer. The format best of 3. Nicely got to Diamond there with the 4-win streak last night, and whew, it's good stuff. Perhaps you don't know how Sunken Citadel works. It enters, you choose a color. Usually I choose green. Taps for 2 mana for a land. That goes to Castle Garenbrig. You get 2 Sunkens plus 1 castle. You make 6 green for creatures. In the most stable way, you get to play this stuff because it is almost always attached to a land, and most opponents have removal and whatnot. If you get these things down, you're going to get to the big stuff, and there's oftentimes nothing that the opponent can do about it. Sometimes the opponent might not be able to do much of anything. If they are a graveyard deck, I was scrounging around thinking about stuff I hadn't tried yet, and Titania's Command popped up. 6 mana for a sorcery. Now keep in mind, 6 mana for a sorcery with this deck likely means 8 mana for a creature, because I would likely have Castle Garenbrig and Sunken, so it's not super efficient to have something attached to, well, something that isn't a creature. You get the idea. But 6 mana I can get there. I would need 6 total lands to play this. I get to choose 2, and the first one is quite interesting. If I face off against any reanimation stuff, maybe cat food combo, perhaps they haven't gotten Yurga out of the graveyard yet. Now I just exile target player's graveyard, gain 1 life, so you stabilize a little bit for each card exiled that way. Oh, that's pretty good. And then the second one, searching your library for up to 2 lands, put them onto the battlefield tapped. Maybe by chance I haven't seen a second Sunken or another castle. Likely I have enough mana, but perhaps for whatever reason, by the time I'm able to cast this, I want to grab 2 more. Nice to have that possibility. Then I could make 2 bears, 2. It's a lot of 2s. Too many 2s. But I make 2 bears. That's good. And then the final one, putting 2 counters on both of those bears. They would become 4/4, but say I've played a bunch of dinos. It's a bit of a staring contest, perhaps. So I draw this. Maybe I gain some life exiling a graveyard, and boom, put 2 counters on all of my creatures, and I oftentimes have a lot of creatures. So it's not terrible. But yeah, just a nice package of interesting things. Continuing the trend of trying at least something that is a green instant or sorcery that costs quite a bit, that helps out maybe in some way against a few different matchups. And the Hornet Queen, now I've been loving that, I gotta say. It goes in, it goes out, it goes in, it goes out, and I always come back to it. So I think that is a good sign and something very positive that I should probably just stick with it. Of course, small sample sizes, you might think some card you're using is not good, and then you take it out when in actual fact it was pretty good and it may have been the best possible choice for your deck. It's really hard to say, but I always try and advocate for get a big sample size, see some card choice and as many different situations as possible, and just make an informed decision. Yeah, right. Let's see who I can devastate. The last match I played just before I put my kids to sleep was mono black. Just mono black mid-range. They did have Field of Ruin, but they did not ruin my chances destroying Sunken Citadel or Castle Garenbrig. Yeah, I put them to sleep. Pretty good. Hornet Queen helped in game 2, but no, game 1. Mostly I just had to play Vaultborn Tyrant. They had Unstoppable Slasher, which has Death Touch. Slasher attacks into Vaultborn. Boom. I temporarily paralyzed the Slasher. It re-enters the battlefield with 2 stun counters, but then I get the copy of Vaultborn. Basically, they couldn't get through the insane value that Vaultborn continues to provide. It's good stuff. Almost like this coffee, Muskoka Roastery Maple Pods, which I don't think I've ever drank on the stream. It's good. It's good. I mean, any coffee is good, but it's good when you're drinking the best coffee. This hand, though, quite fantastic, even in the face of hand hate. I have a sunken castle and a forest. I only need to see 1 more land. Don't care what it is, and I will be able to make 6. I think they'll get rid of Commune, probably. But that may just delay the inevitable. Now, I hope it's not Dimir Rogues. That is fairly problematic. Yeah, that's too bad. Would have been nice if they would have gotten rid of one of the creatures. Oh, Dimir Ninjas stuff, whatchamacallit. This is quite problematic. It can be a somewhat aggressive deck. They have ninjutsu or whatever, so they bounce creatures back, and still, it's good value. The Kaito, Shizuki. No, Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. It's a creature, planeswalker. During their turn, it's a creature, and then they can use its abilities as they can with all planeswalkers, but they could have possibly gone into emblem that gives ninjas they control +1/+1. An emblem always sticks around, and they could do that multiple times, just swarming the battlefield painfully. Not so fun. Of course, Pithing Needle would stop Kaito. I might do that. Yeah, I might do that. Oh, look. Oh, man. Fatal Push. Super scared. Of course, Sylvan Scrying could... I think they'll counter it, but if they don't, we could be in a good position. Alright. I felt like it would resolve. They have a lot of creatures, just a bunch of kill spells, and maybe not so much counter spells to stop that. But by chance, if they don't kill me next turn, there's a reasonable possibility I would just kill them. We'll see. It's going to be pretty rough. I'm just glad I don't have 8 cards in my graveyard. Soaring Thought Thief, if I had 8 or more, they would be powering up all their rogues +1/+0, I think. And Thieves Guild Enforcer gets bigger too. Who you bouncing? Okay, not too bad. If they don't have a counter spell for Ghalta and we draw a land, we would kill them. Cavern of Souls would be ideal, for sure. Just because I think there might be a counter spell. Well, that's too bad. I would imagine we're dead. We'll see. Drowned in the lock, probably, is my bet. Huh? Maybe not. Oh my goodness, I got drowned in the lock. Now, a Drown in the Loch cares about you having an amount of cards in your graveyard. I had 9, so they could... Well, I had 8, actually, before playing the Vaultborn, so they were able to counter or destroy something with a mana value 8 or less. And, well, do I like the Hornet Queen? Maybe. I kind of like Titania's Command. I could exile my own graveyard, turning off parts of the rogue strategy there. Nah, stick with the main plan, I think. Pithing Needle, not too worried. Not too worried. Hornet Queen, maybe. They do have a decent bit of flying and a decent bit of death touch. You know what? I like a good Hornet Queen. Now with the counter spells and stuff, do I want to trim T-Rex instead? Do I want to trim Palani's Hatcher? I'll trim Regisaur Alpha just for the fact that it's 2 bodies in one versus Palani's Hatcher being 3 bodies in one. Palani plus the 2 dinosaur eggs. It could potentially come in a little bit more useful. Jump blockers and stuff. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's going to be it. Of course, I could mulligan again, but we got Cavern of Souls, which, like I mentioned, in the face of the counter spells, is going to be problematic. Could have possibly kept Palani's Hatcher, but I want to keep the costliest, deadly... Oh, okay. There you go. You get rid of a card and you just draw it right at the beginning. I would hope to see a Commune or a Sylvan Scrying. Not an Archdruid's Charm at the moment, because Cavern of Souls cannot tap for a green to help me play it. We'll see. Oh man, they gotta land into the graveyard. Sunken Citadel would be nice. I guess Ninjutsu is an activated ability, so I could turn that off. I'm going to keep that in mind. I like that. I didn't realize Ninjutsu is an activated ability. Pithing Needle. Whoever I name, I could stop them from putting that into play. Yeah. We'll see what we draw next turn. Again, it could be an Archdruid, which would search for a Sunken, and maybe we can sneak it down, get by the skin of our teeth, but it's looking pretty grim. But it's not like it's completely over yet. Oh, okay, well, I like a forest. Can't counter that. They could make me sacrifice it. They are in black, and I guess the odd time maybe a ninjas would have Sheoldred's Edict. Okay, no, that's not too bad. At least I have somebody to block. Slow down the damage. Moon Circuit Hacker. If they attack with that, I'll definitely try to do my best to stop it. Oh my goodness, they played Sheoldred's Edict. Oh, whoever would have guessed. I would.
Dang! Oh.
I could draw land, play Hornet Queen, Vaultborn Tyrant. It would be Hornet Queen for sure, though. That might save us. Oh boy, cross your fingers, cross your claws. Something that enters untapped, anything. Well, I mean, we're not dead yet. Has to be Stomping Ground. Get Palani's Hatcher, multiple blockers down below. We could possibly save ourselves. You never know. Not sure why the opponent keeps saying nice, but yeah, I can make 7 with the lands I have. And I have Cavern of Souls, so maybe I can stick Ghalta, something like that. I think there's a reasonable chance we live. Yeah. At the moment, only the Soaring Thought Thief is going to connect, and I mean, that's not too bad. Whenever it attacks, they mill cards, so they will get the benefit of the Soaring Thought Thief there. Guess maybe they have Fatal Push for the token. It is unfortunate. They did mill 2 lands off the top. I was about to get to 8 and possibly save myself. Do I like Vaultborn Tyrant? You know what? I kind of like Vaultborn Tyrant. Let's go for that. I could have possibly searched for a land, but play it safe. I know this is going to connect. I'm going to gain 3. Can't counter it. We'll see. If they want to kill it, gain more life, draw into Ghalta, all that good stuff. Oh boy, what you gonna do? Kill it? Give me more life. Oh, there's the commercial district. Okay, tick-tock. They would basically have to have a Thoughtseize next turn. They have to rip Ghalta, but then Hornet Queen is still left around. Okay, Flood Pit's Drowner. That is not great. Not too great. Do they have it? Drown in a lock tends to do it. Tends to do it. That's too bad. Can't win them all. Alright, on to the next one. Watch it be Dimir Ninjas twice in a row. Painful stuff. But activated abilities. Ninjutsu being an activated ability, I might have to think about that. I have faced a decent amount of Dimir Ninjas, at least somewhat recently, especially with the new version of Kaito there. It was pretty good. Pretty tempting to, at least dip your toe into that deck with some pretty good support. God. No idea what color deck it could be. No hunch. They are using the Golem avatar though. Makes me think maybe it could be something black related. This could work because we're on the draw. 2 chances to get the second land, which would be kind of nah, let's not do it. Okay, I think that's definitely better. Send all the creatures to the bottom. Play it as safe as possible. Oh, okay, yeah. Are you so... This is nonsense. Ley Line of Resonance. Excuse me, I'll bring it up for anybody that hopefully has not ever seen this. I pray you've never seen it. Yeah. So, okay, where were we? Whenever they cast an instant or sorcery that targets only a single creature they control, copy that spell. They may choose new targets for the copy. Well, that's could be problematic. They don't seem to have counter spells, and there you go. Fortunately, I got my second Sunken on turn 3. I'm going to make 7 next turn, and then 8 the turn after that. Looks like they're gimped. They're goofed. I like Topiary Stomper just to get to maybe a nice amount of lands. We'll see. Thin the deck a bit. Okay, I guess I'll play Carnage Tyrant. They really haven't been doing a whole lot, but I am still suspicious. It could get problematic real fast. Yeah. No idea what's going on. Maybe that's it. Maybe they have a sweeper next turn. I don't know. Simic, something toxic maybe. Okay, yeah. Huh. I mean, it was a little bit odd, but seeing Enter the Enigma. Okay, so that's kind of what they're doing with Ley Line of Resonance. copying spells, instant or sorceries that, again, target only a single creature. So they had 3. They would have cast 1, entered the Enigma. That would have been copied 3 times. So like they had 4. For 1 blue, they would have drawn 4 cards. That's pretty good. Just chain a whole bunch of painful stuff, I guess. Huh. I mean, I kind of like Back to Nature if they're going to get those Leyline of Resonances. Maybe. You know what? We'll keep it like that. We could go down to the complete nut draw from the opponent doing their nastiest deadly potential, which the previous game certainly was not. It's easier to drink from that side. I would have to go up and around the microphone arm there. And that hand, I'm not going to cut it. No, it's getting worse. Palani's Regisaur. Yeah, still not great. One more. Okay, well, got to keep something at some point here. Sadly, sending 3 things to the bottom. I think there's a pretty good chance we should get our 3rd source of green for. Okay, Rotpriest shenanigans. I wondered if that might be the case. Simic, Rotpriest, Leyline, Rotpriest, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we have to take out the Rotpriest ASAP. But else we could just be dead. If they didn't have the Rotpriest, this deck completely crumbles. It's the epitome of a glass cannon. We could just be dead to the toxic from the opponent. Eventually. Huh. I would think they'd want quite a few instants in the deck just to maybe respond to perhaps opponent's removal. And okay, more Rotpriest. This is not great. Yeah, no, we don't live. We're getting to 10 poison counters pretty quick. But we know what it's all about. I mean, Back to Nature kind of feels good, especially if they get a bunch of Leyline of Resonances, copying the triggers, and yeah, pretty quick. It is all over. You're buried in poison counters, and yeah, do I like Hornet Queen? Maybe. It's not really going to save us. I would need some sort of sweeper, something that at the very least took out non-land permanents or just creatures with a mana value of 1, and then it would smoke the Rotpriest. Something that doesn't target, because likely they do have protection for that stuff. If we're going to win, we might have to be very fast. If we land stuff, possibly have to kill him that turn, because I could be sitting on just the edge of getting to 10 poison counters, but the opponent cannot quite get it done that turn, my turn. But they would be able to the following turn. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to hope they don't pop off like they did. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. If we get one more land, we get turn 4, 8. And we get Ghalta, and it's hasty with Palani's Hatcher. That's, I mean, it is basically perfect. I would imagine we draw something, a land, or something that gets a land. I guess we have Sylvan Scrying. Okay, never mind. We got it. We're good. Oh. Plus the Sunken. Well. Okay. I'll just play a Sunken. And their chances have sunken. Target stuff, don't target. Okay. A little bit worrisome, but again, we just have to live one more turn. Oh boy. Archdruid's Charm is going to find Commercial District, see what's on top, surveil. If it's a land on top, I'll put it to the bottom and hope it's another dino I get. But as long as we don't get to 10 poison counters, that's not good. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll just go Archdruid's Commercial District and we hope for the best. We just have to hope for the best. Dino on top. Ooh, don't need that. We're getting 3 from the 3 venerated Rotpriest, but they would also target me with stuff and... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's probably it. They only have to cast one more thing and we die. Oh, okay. They must have something. A protection spell of some sort, you would imagine. Instant speed protection spell, just to finish the job. Okay.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Phew. That's what you get. It's kind of cool. I did what I said. I might need to kill him that turn fast as possible because I'm on the cusp of losing. You can't get more on the cusp than 9 poison counters. If I had gotten one more, we lost. But it's nice to, again, send those dinosaur eggs 0-1 as a message. Watch out. Yeah, okay. A Platinum Simic Rotpriest Toxic deck. Dimir Ninjas. Who knows what it's going to be. Hopefully it's another Azorius Control, but I've used up my luck. I probably won't face another Azorius Control for the rest of the month, I bet. I'm used to only facing it once or twice, and I think it's been maybe 4 times this month, and we're not even a week into December. All my algorithm luck, it's run dry for that match. Oh man, that is beautiful. Beautiful stuff indeed. 8 on turn 4. That's what I like to see. And we should be drawing... I mean, I always expect to draw good stuff coming up. Big stuff. Kind of like Carnage Tyrant there. This opponent is partially in blue, so of course I'm always worried about counter spells. But I have 2 more draws. Next turn, the turn after that, to maybe get a Palani or a Regisaur or a Vaultborn. Dimir or something. Of course, I have no fear. Maybe. They might have counter spells. They might flash somebody in, do something to someone. But either way, 8 mana, turn 4. Oh, they got Ghalta. Oh, they got Ghalta. Oh, that's no fun. Nuts.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Sylvan Scrying, search for a Castle Garenbrig. At least I'll use up a spell, thin the deck a little bit, and still play somebody. And I can play anything in my deck once I get it. When I get it. Not sure why Blade of the Oni didn't attack. Dimir, what is going... Okay, what's going on? Did some content creator make a Dimir Ninjas video recently? That's too bad. Okay, well, there's Vaultborn Tyrant. Gain some life, and the opponent is going to be gaining a whole lot of pain. There's the Ghalta, the replacement. Oh, that's what you get. You want to mess around? Nah. Well, maybe you don't, because you're in for a world of hurt. Kaido, done. Dead. Target, 100%. Don't ask questions. Yeah. I like that. Sweet me. I don't care. Vaultborn Tyrant to get a copy. Kill it. Normally with a destroy-based effect. Instead of exile, I get a copy. Gain life. Another one? Well, it's okay. Spend your mana because you can't counter what's about to be coming up. They could simply be dead, depending what I draw. And also I get a draw trigger from the Vaultborn before the Ghalta I have in hand. Okay. Yeah, you tapped it. Good. Cool. Cool. Now you still might just die. Yeah, another land, that's no fun. I want to keep attacking Kaido. Super duper flooded. At the very least, Archdruid's Charm next turn, I'm going to be able to search for someone or something. I would think we're pretty safe. If they have some mana left up, though, I would be worried Ghalta could be killed if I targeted it with Archdruid's Charm, trying to take out some... Okay, there, yeah. Alright. Smoked. But... and we got somewhat fortunate there. Palani's Hatcher, I do like it, but still, I'll trim the Regisaur Alpha to bring in the Hornet Queen, which we'll see. Maybe that's going to be the default thing for now. Regisaur out, Hornet Queen in. Stop this Dimir Ninjas menace. You have to be at least a little bit scared. I'm sure I won't get quite as flooded as I did that first game, but well, you never know. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. I really only ever need 8. Sometimes 9 is nice. I use one of those for Commune to maybe dig for Ghalta, and I mean, we can't get a better hand than that. I'm getting to 6. It's just lands. Thoughtseize cannot stop me getting to 6. I love it. No, the Vaultborn Tyrant coming up. Let's go. I will try to stick to Hornet Queen if they've maybe tapped out. Just get the swarm down, the death-touching menace. Yeah, cool. Duress. Oh, very good card. Sometimes. Not so much in that situation. They paid 1 black to reveal my hand, because I have no non-creatures or non-lands. This could be about death for them. I don't have a Ghalta in my hand, so to protect against counter spells. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see if you got it. They would have gotten rid of Archdruid's Charm, 100%. Definitely. Boom. Vaultborn is happening next turn, or a T-Rex, or... oh, they didn't like the Hornet Queen. Okay. If I can land Vaultborn, I would feel... yeah, I feel safe. I think we're good. Watch me draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, okay. Stabilize, gain some life. Boom. Just getting Vaultborn down. I could have used Archdruids to search for Ghalta, but maybe they have more Thoughtseize and whatnot. Don't really care if they make a 6/6 demon. That's not going to save them. Still just chipping away. Huh. Okay. And put some stun counters on it. See how much I care. I have another Vaultborn in my hand. I'm about to gain 6. You're not really going to outrace that. Finally. Oh, we got the Queen. I'm about to be mean. I don't see any scenario where they're going to deal 20 in this turn. Probably not. Well, bounce it. Okay, that should be it. There you go. You don't. Well, Tishana's no. I was thinking for a second they might have Tishana's Tidebinder, which would counter or at least stop Ghalta Stampede Tyrant's ability, but no, that's yeah, that's what we're looking to do. Okay. Very interesting. If it's a third Dimir Ninjas for the night, maybe something is up. I mean, I gotta say, it's kind of nice to not face too much aggro, which continues to be pretty painful. But the Hornet Queen, I think, is, as it has before, the Hornet Queen's going to pick up some wins, enough wins for me that help climb a bit. Just a swarm of flying death touchers, 5. That's really all it takes. That could be all it takes. I see Yorion Sky Nomad, so I'm anticipating they're not going to play Thoughtseize and stuff. Maybe they will at some point. But that hand, the Sunken, lovely. Commune, we search for another Sunken, a castle. You get the idea. Now, you know what? Let's go with Sylvan Scrying. Let's grab Castle Garenbrig. Get that out of the way. Now, I can't play Topiary Stomper next turn. I hope to draw a land that enters untapped. And up the beanstalk. Oh, we got 5-color Niv Mizzet. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll play Sunken. For sure. Grab another Palani's Hatcher. If I pop off, I may need redundancy in the haste for other dinos just in case they have Leyline Binding to try and stop what I'm doing. But yeah, that's pretty lovely stuff. Don't think they can cast Leyline Binding, right? Maybe they can. If we get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, there's a pretty good chance we'll smoke them. I have to hope they don't play Enigmatic Incarnation next turn, but I think they have stumbled a little bit in the land department. Good for us. Alrighty. If you have Leyline Binding, boom. Too bad. Get a very nice clock going with that T-Rex there. Maybe they sweep. Oh, it's okay. Just keep playing stuff turn after turn after turn. Sometimes Beza Bounding Spring is not super scary. Oh, okay. There we go. It was going to happen eventually. It was bound to happen.
Ruthless aggression.
Doesn't get a whole lot more ruthless than 2 Regisaur Alphas, 2 Palani's Hatchers, and a Carnage Tyrant. You're going to beat up basically anybody. You're going wide, you're going fast, and that's a swarm. That's what I want. But is this kind of somewhat heavily focused around enchantments? I don't think so. It seems like it's more stuff with enter the battlefield effects. Again, Yorion temporarily bouncing the opponent's stuff, whatever they choose, and then it re-enters. Ton of value. But Leyline Binding is definitely in there, I would say. Nah, you know what? We'll trim the Regisaur Alpha. Yeah. Either one. I mean, it's basically the same. Against this deck, it probably doesn't matter too much which one you would choose if you choose it, but I'll default to Regisaur. Less bodies. That hand, that's not going to cut it. Okay, well, it was absolutely terrible, and then it got absolutely amazing. We're looking at 7 mana with the Topiary Stomper on turn 3. Maybe they Leyline Binding it. Doesn't matter. I've already got my benefit of getting that basic forest and then slapping down the good old T-Rex to smoke them. Hopefully.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Another Topiary. That's pretty good. But they got a swamp. They're looking for the Thoughtseize. Maybe not. Huh. Back to nature, lovely stuff. Well, you know what we're doing. Maybe they have it. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that they might oddly have a counter spell. Again, it's just stuff that has enter the battlefield effects. Creatures, enchantments, and whatnot. Fires of Invention. Huh. Okay. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, coming in hot. That's my bet. Oh my goodness, it's Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. There you go. But T-Rex, of course, that's very scary stuff. Huh. She has 7 toughness, that has 8 power. That seems alright, I hope. But the Beanstalk may not save him. It's just nice that I wasn't ready and waiting to play Ghalta. Stop by Elish Norn, which hurts enter the battlefield effects. It turns them off for us, and then it doubles it for the opponent. Never a fun time. The question is, what creature will they search with a mana value of 3 after sacrificing that Path to the World tree? Could be a lot of good stuff, but... Oh, okay. Moonblessed Cleric. They get to search their library. Oh, that's not good. They do the first copy of the ability, search their library for an enchantment, shuffle, put on top. But the one they put on top with the first one gets shuffled. Pretty much, they're only searching for one enchantment. Really, effectively. They want Fires of Invention, okay. Elish Norn doubling that really didn't have much of any effect, but I know what they're gonna do. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna continue to attack with T-Rex. Take out Elish Norn, that would be good. Oh, that's interesting. I want back to nature. Really. Play the Topiary Stomper. Get to 7 lands. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I literally just talked about what Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, does, and I forgot about what she does. But either way, they have Fires of Invention. We have back to nature to smoke everything. I put a stop on the second main phase there just before it goes to the end, so... well, they probably don't have a sweeper. There's no reason they shouldn't attack with Elish Norn there. Now, what else will they play? That's the question. Huh. Okay. I'll just smoke all their enchantments. I do lose everything, but well, at the very least, I guess I could play Vaultborn. Too bad. Actually, I could. Elish Norn is gone. This is what I want. Or I could have just got Ghalta, but... nah. I like it. Leyline Binding coming in hot. Maybe. At the very least, I get a draw closer to something. I'm just happy that Elish Norn is gone and I can get a little bit of value, the normal value from Vaultborn and Regisaur and all that good stuff. I just have to hope it's not exile-based removal, though. Maybe I'll get lucky and they won't have a Leyline Binding. Okay, that's all right, too. Now, we're going to play Carnage Tyrant. I'm tapping 3 lands, and I'm getting a 7/6. And I can still play Regisaur, and it could just be death and destruction for them right here. I think it is. Only 4 damage has to go towards the opponent. I'll do that. Vaultborn likely is going to be killed, which is perfectly fine. We get that copy. All right. I'll take it. Guess I didn't really have to attack with the token. That's okay. Oh, they're not taking out Carnage. Oh, huh. Interesting for a second there. I almost got excited that they weren't going to take Carnage Tyrant out. I'm happy to take out 2 of those creatures, get some more stuff. Hopefully, draw somebody else big. We haven't seen too much. I would expect that I'd be drawing some creature coming up here. That is a little bit bad. Maybe they'll search for another Elish Norn. I hope that's not the case, though. No, Tolsimir. Could be a little painful. They only fight one thing. It's not... I mean, they lose it. I'm okay with that. Oh, something for 3 damage. Oh, lightning heal. Okay. Well, how about that? Well, how about this? Death. Destruction. I think. Really, Tyrranax Rex would have made more sense, but I would have connected. They would have got 2. Okay. No, there we go. Lovely. But yeah, if I had chosen T-Rex, it has 8 power, so at least 1 point of damage would have continued on through to the opponent. They only have 7 toughness total, and they would have gone past the poison threshold. Yeah. Huh. Well, it's good stuff. Let's hope the paint blah 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 blah. Maybe I need more coffee. Hopefully the pain train continues. Might need more coffee or maybe more sleep. Instant opponent. Huh. Not really sure how to pronounce that name. Maybe it's going to be Gruul Dinosaurs with the Domri avatar there. You know what? I think we could make it work. It might turn out fantastically. Turn 2 Sylvan, grab the castle, Topiary, throw in a Sunken, mixed in there somewhere. Or we just watch this get countered by the Spell Pierce. Hopefully not. Oh my goodness, it got Spell Pierced. It's like I'm playing against myself. Hashtag pre-recorded. Alright, Izzet Phoenix. This is sometimes rough, unfortunately, but well, we got that castle we're looking for. Would have been cool to search for a Sunken there as well, but I probably would have played Topiary Stomper. I don't really want to, knowing what the deck is now. Topiary dying to the Lightning Axe. 1 red, they discard a card, which oftentimes is the Arclight Phoenix. But we got to ramp, we got to try to ramp and get there. Topiary is our best bet now. It is nice to see 2 sources of red. If I get into some situation where I want to play Etali Primal Conqueror before Ghalta, but that certainly would be Ghalta. Okay. How many Arclight Phoenixes? No Arclights, and they milled another Spell Pierce into the graveyard. I like that. Big time. I mean, I don't have any instant or sorceries in my hand at the moment, so it's not really helping them out. Prowess could be problematic, and I might actually bring in Back to Nature. Taking out a Prof's Addictic Memory, putting extra 1/1 counters on a creature based on the number of cards they've drawn that turn, extra cards that they've drawn. Things get big fast in a single turn, but also taking out the Artist's Talent, just another fantastic discard outlet. Ooh. At least they can't bounce Carnage Tyrant. Phoenix. Will we continue to dodge a bullet? Okay, I'll take it. My oh my. I imagine somebody is getting big. They do have a treasure cruise. They don't have any creatures out yet. Hopefully they don't play a ledger shredder, but at the very least they would be spending 2 mana on something that is a creature and it doesn't have haste. We'll find out. Oh, still no Archlite Phoenix. I'm dodging the biggest of bullets, kind of like that mono green devotion match. Get one now, I bet. Still, what? The opponent is almost halfway through their deck, and they have not gotten a single Archlite Phoenix. This is unheard of. We're not dead yet, but it is getting slightly problematic. Could play Regisaur Alpha, but I'm sure it would die. It's probably going to be it for us. But you can see how fantastic Back to Nature could have been. The 6 counters wouldn't have gone on to Picklock Prankster. Artist Talent would have, well, it wouldn't have helped them discard all the things. Yeah, no. We're not coming back from that, but I'll do Back to Nature. I don't see too many scenarios where Titania's command is going to go off. The graveyard part, exiling it, could be good, but I'm thinking more decks that focus on the graveyard that aren't in blue, that don't have a counter spell. They can't stop this once I get it going. Yeah, okay. Do I like Palani's Hatcher? Do I like the haste potential? Maybe. Yeah, I'll trim Palani's Hatcher. Again, in this matchup, it's just because they have lots of single target stuff, just in general, but stuff that deals 3 damage. Palani's Hatcher having 3 toughness versus Regisaur Alpha having the 4. Okay, that's the keep. Would be nice for a Castle Garenbrig, but hey, maybe Commune's going to grab it. Commune grabs it. Lovely. Now we'll just use both Sylvan Scryings. We'll hope it doesn't get countered, but at least we'll get one burnt, maybe. Oh my goodness. It's like a repeat. Yeah. Probably had to happen at some point. You know what, just in case they have another one. Get the Stomping Ground down, so I have... Well, I guess I would have to pay an extra 2. Okay, I guess they didn't have it. Yeah, that's alright. I thought Spell Pierce made you pay an extra 1, but it is an extra 2. At least they can't Treasure Cruise this turn, I don't think. Maybe Profs or Artist Talent. I'll definitely try to take that stuff out if I can. Huh, it's alright. Just a little flying creature, and now possibly just a little bit dead with the Archdruids. I'll search for a Sunken. I'll be able to make 8. I like it. I could search for Ghalta. If I was able to make 7, if I had another land or another Sunken, maybe instead of that Stomping Ground. Possibly drawing a land for the turn. Oh, that could have been nice. Now, do I want to take out Profs instead? Nah. They're only putting 2 counters on the Picklock Prankster. Don't feel like it. Just grab a Sunken, and then if we get you-know-who, they get dead. I would think. Nah, we didn't get you-know-who, unfortunately. Do I like Vaultborn or do I like T-Rex? I kind of like T-Rex because it connects. It could connect. Would Vaultborn have made a little bit more sense? Well, possibly. Should I take out profs right now? Probably. I'll wait. I think they're going to spend a bunch of their mana. And that Picklock Prankster is not getting any bigger. So there's a very real possibility that I just play the second T-Rex and kill him with poison counters. Of course, I could have a Spell Pierce, able to counter Back to Nature now. I possibly could have played it the previous turn, and it would have gone off because they were tapped out. Yeah, no, don't you can't bounce it. Not happening. Five. Oh, Art. Okay. Are they really going to go Treasure Cruise for 3? Okay. Huh. Or, yeah. It's fine by me. I think they will spend the blue or the red, or both. Oh boy, spend it. You know you wanna. I think they want to make Picklock Prankster as big as humanly possible. I'll try for the Back to Nature and see if we get fortunate. Stanley, good game. Hopefully. We'll see. Oh, we got it. No. There you go. There you go. Now you definitely die. The Picklock Prankster is not getting to 8 or more toughness. 2 T-Rexes are connecting, about to. I like it. They might be wondering, oh, I'm not dead yet. But you are. Yeah, you don't even need Ghalta sometimes. A T-Rex, All-Star, Vaultborn, All-Star. It's as simple as that. It's just a massive, deadly, hard-to-deal-with creature for many opponents. Play it. And play it ahead of schedule. As always. But I'll still keep in that Back to Nature. Nah. I wouldn't have actually won. Maybe I would have traded with the Picklock Prankster there. Picklock Prankster? Yeah. I get that mixed up with the Brazen Borrower, which they sometimes use as well. Thieving, Petty Theft, I believe the Brazen Borrower's spell is called, the adventure there. Could work. I mean, it would be absolutely ideal if one of these forests was a Castle Garenbrig. Yeah. Okay, it got a whole lot worse, but I've come back from worse. Definitely come back from worse. Certainly send both of those to the bottom and maintain the safest, stable opening. And now with 2 Archdruids and a Back to Nature, this is looking pretty good. I'm just happy to have Back to Nature, and I hope they play, again, that early Profs and Artist Talent. It would be cool to get a 2-for-1. I'd probably want to go Back to Nature now. I would imagine so. Just do it. Do it. They're going to get less Phoenixes in the graveyard. I didn't have any other place for 2. I was going to go... Oh, okay, so I should have saved it. Nuts. I was wondering maybe I should have. Nah, we'll go with the Sunken. I might just use one of the Archdruid's charms to exile Profs there. Yeah, we'll see. Nice to get another Sunken, though. Huh. They just hardcast the Phoenix. That could be fine, but they could be dead. I have Ghalta now, so we just have to not die. Coming up here. Will they completely tap out? Hard to say. At the moment, they would be dealt 15. Okay. 1 Phoenix. They haven't drawn any extra cards. The Phoenix still staying at 3. No Phoenixes in the graveyard. Good. Dead. Maybe dead. They could kill Regisaur, but man, we'll find out. Pretty sure they'll kill Regisaur. Lightning Axe. Coming in hot for 1 red. Yeah. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh, that's unheard of. That's never happened before in the history of... That's why I don't play early stuff or stuff that can get killed. I think Lightning Axe is more guaranteed than Leyline Binding in those kinds of decks. I didn't say good game because it's a fact of life. I think Lightning Axe is more a fact of life than Thoughtseize. I know, that's a pretty crazy thing to say. Huh. Why wouldn't they bounce Ghalta? That's odd. Do they have another Into the Flood Maw? They must. They must. Well, commercial district, we'll see what we... I like a Vaultborn. Okay. Might use Ghalta to take out Profs, or... That's very strange. One Phoenix in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll try for this. Pretty sure we would have just been killed next turn if they had gotten... If Profs had stuck around. One Phoenix would have gotten too big and... Yeah. Must have something for something. This is interesting, to say the least. At least I'm back up to 9 though. Bounce it, kill it. Petty Theft, Brazen Borrower. Didn't see that come. I figured it was. Okay. Good, still 1 Phoenix. 1 sorcery. They only have to cast 2 more. And they'll have 7. That's alright. That is good. This might be it. Hopefully I draw something good, some creature, any creature. Play that, put it down, along with Ghalta. Definitely the uncounterable Dino. Shifting Ceratops, but something big, something, come on. Oh, the Flood. Really, the Flood. The Flood is real, sadly. Man, 20 lands. It has to happen sometimes, but it's still rough when it does happen. Okay, I'm at 8. Technically not dead. They have 1 Phoenix there. They get it. We're looking at 7. As long as they don't get 2 Phoenixes out or play Profs, I might survive. Well, I got Treasure Cruise. Searching for that Profs, I bet. Oh, folks, yes, there we go. Man, that was a whole lot of wackiness. Stanley, I'm glad you were there to catch it, and anybody else watching right now. That's probably the weirdest Izzet Phoenix match I've had ever. Yeah. Can go both ways. I don't think many people would expect to be so incredibly flooded like this. With 20, you would think, oh, you're going to get starved, you're never going to make it. But then once they see all the parts working together, it's pretty darn sweet. You don't need nearly as much as you might think you need. But I say we leave it there. That's a nightcap and a half. A lovely nightcap. So, Stanley, thanks for watching. Anybody else right now, later on, whenever it is, take a big bite out of that like button. Have a good Friday, or maybe a Saturday morning if you're already snoring away. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
The best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice.
Your number's still 911? Oh, righty then.